It's darker than I expected. Hello, what's up? Hey guys, what's up? It's Tachi and welcome to or back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I'm very glad that you clicked on this video. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that I'm here. Let's just fucking dive in. Today we're going to be talking about how changing my hair about 10 or so times in the last year absolutely changed my life. I think if I wouldn't have gone through so many transformations, so many different identities and phases, I probably wouldn't have come to the place that I'm at today. And I'm so excited to talk to you guys about it because honestly, maybe this is gonna make you wanna change your hair, maybe not, I don't know, but I think it's gonna be really kind of fun to go through all of my different sort of like phases and talk about what I was going through at that time, as well as kind of what I learned from that, how it helped me to come into who I am now. And also I'm gonna rate the hairstyles and talk about if I would ever like do it again, you know, whatever. I think it's gonna be fun, so without further ado, subscribe if you're new. Oh, but before we get into it, this video is sponsored by Aura, personalized hair care. This wouldn't be a Tachi video where I talk about my hair if I wasn't gonna change my hair. So I'm also gonna be dyeing my hair a little bit darker with these amazing products, so let's get into it. All right, so let's go back to the very beginning. Oh my God, September 2019. This is what I looked like. I don't even recognize this person. I had just gotten out of my modeling contract. I had been modeling for about like 4 years up until this point. I had just began my eating disorder recovery. I was just starting to feel good about myself. I was very much using my hair as a shield, you know? It was something that I identified with so strongly. Like, this long hair was who I was. Like, I could not picture myself having any other hair. I had no desire to change it until about mid-September when I decided that I needed to cut it off. I was in my eating disorder recovery and I knew that I was using it as a security blanket. I knew it was something that I needed to do in order to move forward in my recovery. Mid-September is when I cut off 12 inches of my own hair and donated it. This prompted everything. This literally changed my entire life. And I know that sounds silly to some people, but when you are so attached to something and you literally physically cut it off, a door opens. I closed the door to my long hair and I opened this door to this new short hair, and everything changed in that moment because I no longer had this literal security blanket of my hair. So when I first cut my hair, I had a cute little like mid-length little area. I was still very much in the closet, still very much presenting as a straight girl. I wore very feminine clothes, very much still in touch with my femininity. A lot has changed since then. All right, fast forward to March 2020. I had just broken up with my boyfriend of 4 years. I was a closeted, very closeted bisexual. I decided that I needed to change my look. Because when you go through a breakup, especially one that's like 4 years and you're closeted queer, something needs to change immediately. You know, like you need to like begin to like do something else. So my hair looked like this and I needed a change, but I had never dyed my hair before in my life and I didn't want to scare my parents. And I was very much getting into TikTok at this point, and this was like the hairstyle that everyone was doing, was like the 2 front strips dyed blonde. I bleached the 2 front strips of my hair blonde. At the time, this gave me an immense boost of confidence. I literally think that this hairstyle is what prompted me to actually want to come out. The moment that I came to terms with changing my identity and the way that I looked just a little bit, I felt that I was ready to come out of the closet and tell people who I really am. It was a little bit brassy, like, girl, I did not know what I was doing. Like, definitely kind of rough. Still in the closet for a little moment there. Once I toned it, I'll give her like a 6 out of 10. I don't know, I was just like kind of beginning to find what I wanted to do with my hair. So boom, I come out of the closet. Kind of blew up on TikTok from coming out. My coming out video was so cute. If you haven't seen it yet, look up Tatiana Ringsby coming out, I'm sure you can find it. But I came out on TikTok with a cake to my parents. And I was like, surprise, I'm bi. Monumental, changed my whole life. Not even 2 days later, I chopped off all my hair. Boom. This, iconic, amazing. My haircut, oh my God, it was fucking spectacular. Right at the jawline, very bisexual look. Like, This was honestly iconic. I absolutely love this hair, especially when I had the blonde toned. I literally probably give this 10 out of 10, especially because it was the most me I had ever felt. We attach so much of our identity to the way that we look. We attach so much of who we are to our outward experience, you know, to our outward appearance. That's not who we are at all. It's simply who we present as. It's simply who we decide to show the world. Who we are is eternal light, eternal love, you know, like who we are in our core is our spirit, our soul, and that has no form. And we're all worried about our own selves and our own lives, that we're really not worried about what other people do, especially when it comes to when we change our appearance. You know, we put so much pressure on what someone else is going to think of us that we forget to do things for ourselves. We forget that a haircut is for us and not for others. And we forget that dyeing our hair is for us and not for others. Taking ownership of your body and your appearance and knowing that this is your appearance and you can do whatever you want with it. Like, this is your avatar in this life and you get to customize it however you want. This was the first time that I felt that. This was like powerful. Before we go any further, I want to talk to you guys about Aura. We're gonna be using some Aura products today. So what is Aura? Aura is completely personalized hair care. You go onto their website, you take a 5-minute quiz, and you kind of lay out all of your hair goals and the way that your hair is now and what you would like to change, your fragrance, potential color pigment, and then they customize a formula for you. Their products are completely vegan, they use sustainable materials, and they're 100% cruelty-free. As you guys know, those are 3 things that mean a lot to me and 3 things that I look for in all products that I buy, so I'm really excited to be working with them because, for 1, their quality is amazing, 2, they are sustainable and vegan, and 3, it's personalized. So it is hair care literally meant for my hair based on my hair goals. They're the first and only personalized hair care brand to offer temporary pigments. So you can try fantasy colors or stick to your natural color and help maintain the color that you have without damaging your hair. So my main hair goals are repair because, as you'll see in this video, I've changed my hair like a million times, so it's quite damaged, as well as scalp help, and last but not least, color protection. You can also choose your fragrance, and if you want it light, medium, or strong. I personally like a light fragrance and went with Moonlight Stroll, which, let me tell you, it smells like a moonlight stroll. And also, can we talk about the packaging? Like, this is just, it's so pretty. I've been using the shampoo a bunch. I haven't actually tried the mask or the conditioner yet because I wanted to try it on camera. The mask is where I'm gonna get most of my temporary pigment from, and then the conditioner is to maintain the temporary pigment that I get from the mask. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. First step, I need to wash my hair, so I'm gonna do that and I will be right back. My hair is now clean, which, by the way, huge fan of that shampoo. All right, so while we wait for this to fully dry, let's get back to it. So around end of April is when I start presenting more masks, expressing my sexuality in different ways. And this is when I began to realize that my queerness is so much more than just my sexual orientation. My roots of the blonde part of my hair had grown out, so I got those touched up, and then I dyed the front strips a little purple moment. That purple moment barely lasted, but I will give it a 7 out of 10. But then it faded to this beautiful purple to blue moment. I don't know how it faded that well. I absolutely loved this. Like, this was so cute, and it only lasted a couple of days. I would give this a 10 out of 10. I loved the length of my hair. This is where it gets a little iffy. I'm not sure if I even have any photos with my hair with the like bright blue that I dyed it. I got this blue thinking that it was gonna be like a nice light blue. The color was so pigmented. It was like this dark blue that I was not ready for. I hated this at the time. This was the first moment of my hair journey where I was like, holy f, like so much of my worth is placed in my appearance. As soon as I had an appearance that I didn't really like, I felt so incredibly insecure. Although I hated it, this is what prompted me into exploring other versions of myself, so I'm really grateful for it. This is also right around the launch of my sustainable clothing brand, pronounced Tachi, and I had the shoot coming up in like literally 3 days, and I had dyed my hair blue because I was like, I want to have colorful, fun hair for the shoot. But when my hair turned out to be that bright and pigmented and dark, I was like so worried that it just wasn't gonna match the aesthetic of the shoot, and I just like really wanted it gone, and for some reason it would not wash out for the life of me. Like, I definitely had a couple mental breakdowns. Like, I literally remember washing my hair with baking soda like probably 50 times within 2 days trying to get this color out. I'm probably gonna give this like a 2 out of 10. Like, she was still cute, Looking back on it now, I like it, but in the moment I was like, absolutely not. Just in time for my Pronounced Sachi campaign shoot, it faded to this beautiful teal color. Just so happened to match the color of my teal Drinkwater hoodie. Could that not be more perfect? Like, the universe works in such mysterious ways, but my hair faded to the color that literally matched my clothing brand. Like, it was so beautiful. I look at this though and I'm like, who even are these people? Like, Kayla looks so different now. But for the launch of my clothing brand, that hair was pretty perfect. I really, really liked it. I really like how it continued to fade, and I'd probably give it like a 8 out of 10. This is iconic. Like, this is probably one of my most liked photos on Instagram. I was also like pretty outward about my queerness at this point. Like, I really loved who I was becoming and just continuing to explore myself. Okay, so my hair is just about dry. We are gonna finish it off with a little more towel drying. All right guys, hair is nice and dry. I am ready for my mask. Maybe you can't tell on camera, but there's just the slightest tinge of green, so I'm hoping that'll go away. So here is my Aura mask. I love it. All right, so it looks like this. It's just like a little pigment. So I'm gonna put on some gloves because I do not want to stain my hands. All right, so here's before. All right guys, if you have medium to long hair, they suggest that you section your hair and all that jazz. I think I'm just gonna go for it because my hair is pretty short. Beautiful. Oh, you see, maybe I should have sectioned my hair because I have a lot of hair. All right guys, so I believe that my hair is nice and covered, at least I hope it is. We're gonna wait for 10 minutes and we're gonna continue on with my hair transformation over the last year. Oh yes, 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 July. Looking at these photos, like, it's just a trip because like it wasn't that long ago, but yet I just feel like I've changed so much. This girl, I don't even know who she is. I don't know, I was feeling crazy. I wanted to dye my entire head because I knew that once I was blonde, I could do other colors. In one session, I went from this, brown and blue, to this, platinum blonde. When I tell you, I don't know if I've ever experienced that kind of pain in my life, like bleaching my head, I think I lost like the majority of my brains. Like, that hurt so badly, and I actually like ended up getting welts all over my head from bleaching to the root and going from so like pretty dark to like so light so fast. But I really wanted to do it in one session, so my hairstylist like made it happen. But it was definitely like pretty yellow with like hints of purplish in the beginning. At first I really liked it because it was like a complete shift. Because I had had brown hair my entire life, it was a really, really, really big change. And once again prompted a lot of kind of turning inwards. Anyways, when I first dyed it, I really liked it. I felt very like princess, very fairy for the first time. Like, it was very ethereal, very feminine. It definitely gave me a boost of confidence, but it also just made me question a lot of things. Platinum hair, root to tip, was pretty freaking fire. Do I love it on myself? No. Would I do it again? Maybe. I just don't think that I could bleach to my head. Like, the only reason I didn't keep that hair from root to tip is because it like burned my scalp so terribly. But I really liked it. I think it looked really cute. I would probably give it maybe like a 6 out of 10. Then I got a shadow root as it was growing out. I kind of like started to lose the love for the blonde. Like, I really didn't like it at all at that point. I mostly just kept it because I knew that it would be so difficult to get back to that point if I wanted to in the future. Like, I wanted to just ride out the blonde hair and have it for as long as I could manage it because it's just difficult to become that blonde. Okay, before we move on, I am going to rinse this out and I will be right back. We're dark again. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. I love dark hair on me. I feel like it makes me look so mysterious and masculine and All right, we are going to let that dry naturally as we continue on with the journey. Okay, so then I needed to shoot the campaign for the third collection of Pronounced Sachi, and the collection is all orange, yellow, and purple. Purple is like the main color of the Fuego collection. Insert photos of the Fuego collection here. It's shoppable now. Link in the description down below. All sustainably and ethically made. Anyways, that's besides the point. So, I needed to shoot the campaign for this, and I saw the purple and it matched the purple of my brand perfectly. And I was like, beautiful, let's have another hair moment where my hair color matches my new collection. So I made the whole campaign video of me and my friend dyeing my hair purple in my bathroom in the dark. It was super vibey. Insert the video here. So then I had this super vibrant, beautiful purple hair, and I freaking loved it so much. Like, I was so happy to have dark hair again. Like, I was so over the blonde. It was spectacular, amazing. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. The purple started to fade, and quickly it turned into this purpley sort of violety color. It was really good. I'll also give that a 9 out of 10. I really like how it started to fade. Okay, as it continued to fade, it did this like beautiful unicorn thing where like it was blue and purple and pink like all at the same time. And I absolutely love this. This may be my favorite hair that I've ever had, and I'd probably give this like a 10 out of 10. I don't know. Then that totally pretty much faded to this pink color. So then I washed my hair with this pink conditioner and it looked like this. And I loved having pink hair for a day. That was super, super cute. I really liked it, but I didn't want it. But I'd give it like a 10 out of 10. It's super cute. I would definitely go for pink hair. It's darker than I expected, but I am not mad about it. All right, guys, so it's been a couple of hours. My camera died, so I charged my battery. And then I dried my hair and I put on makeup and I had dinner. Not gonna lie, it's darker than I expected. Did I accidentally just dye my hair black? The color is honestly gorgeous. I really like it. I actually very much like it. I'm shocked. I don't know what I expected. I'm not mad about it though. And also, like, the entire point of this video, I've pretty much been talking about letting go of my attachment to my physical appearance. Very like Miley Cyrus's evil twin. All right, guys, I know we've been through almost 10 different hairstyles now, but we're getting somewhere. We're almost done. Next hair color I had was this gorgeous teal blue. I absolutely freaking love this color. I love like blues and greens on me. Because I have green eyes, like anything with like a green or blue, mostly green undertone, like tends to look really good on me. Probably would give this like a 10 out of 10. So then we were at this blue, which I liked the blue when it was super bright and vibrant, which is funny because this is like similar to the blue that I hated in the beginning of the year. But I really liked it at this point because I had just grown a lot, matured, and gotten used to me exploring different identities, and having a more like edgy vibe was cool by then. It probably wasn't my favorite though. I'll probably give it like an 8 out of 10. When it started to fade is when I created the wanting to be feminine the way boys are on TikTok trend, and that blew up. And when I did that makeup look and started dressing in this kind of like feminine, masculine way and doing my makeup like this is really when I started to feel comfortable in my gender non-conformingness. This hair faded to like a very bright blue color. I really liked it for a while. It was definitely a vibe. I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. And then it faded to this like very minty green color. It was okay, probably like a 7 out of 10. And then for my 21st birthday, I decided to go ahead and cut a mullet and dye my hair back to my natural color, which is brown. And that was January 16th that I got my hair done, but I didn't reveal it until my birthday, which is the 26th. And we also launched the podcast. So I'm kind of finding with every sort of like new version of myself, I've definitely like been launching things or creating a new trend, or, you know, this whole like social media world is very interesting. Us influencers are always trying to find ways to like stay in and stay popular, and kind of just let go of needing to be one thing. And I've found so much love and so much value and so much security in the ever-changingness of life. Like, the only constant in life is change. So why not embrace it? Dude, somehow my hair has literally grown so much since then. When I first got it done, it was super, super short. I'm really happy that it's already grown so much. My hair luckily grows really, really fast. But that pretty much brings us to present day. The dark faded, it was light, how you guys saw just now. And now here we are. I would personally give this hairstyle a million out of 10 because it is so diverse. This is the most diverse hairstyle I've ever had, and this has been the most gender affirming, sexuality affirming in the way that I express myself, because I can literally make this hairstyle look however I want it to be. I can wear it slicked back, I can do like a greaser look, I can do a very masculine look. When I wear my hair tucked behind my ears like this, it looks quite feminine. When I brush it all forward, it's very punk rock, it's very rock and roll. So I really like this hair. It's definitely been my favorite hair that I've had and the hair that has felt like most me. But with that being said, once again, every single way that I have looked and presented has brought out a different part of my personality and helped me to grow as a person. It's also prompted so much healing for me. This is actually a quote from my podcast, episode 3, and it's actually what inspired this entire video. I've just begun to step into who I am in this life. I'm gonna dress however the fuck I want. I'm gonna act however the fuck I want because I feel free, finally. At the end of the day, it's your body, do whatever you want. I understand that it's a lot to keep up with and it's a journey. And I honestly just want to say thank you guys so much for following me through all of this. And if you're new here, thank you so much for joining in and supporting me and loving me. And you guys know that this has been a crazy year for me, ups and downs emotionally and physically and everything. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the love you guys have been sending and support that you continue to give me. Anyways, if you guys want to check out Aura, I would highly recommend. You can use my code Tatiana20 for 20% off your first order. Alright you guys, that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Click the notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video, which is every Wednesday and Sunday, usually. Don't quote me on it, but we're trying. Also, make sure to check out my podcast, Skinny Dipping, available everywhere. Also, check out my Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, any and all social medias at Ringsby. Check out my clothing brand, pronounced Tachi. Everything will be linked down below. I love you guys so much. And of course, don't forget to go drink a glass of water. Also, if this prompts some sort of transformation, send me pictures on Instagram. Peace.